Let's talk about this hockey game and the way it started. The Islanders were pleased with the way it started. They got on the board early, 2:14 in, a goal from Valtteri Filppula, unassisted. Both Islanders' goals today, unassisted goals.
Just good work by Val on the face-off. I thought he might be going ahead, but he didn't win it. But he stayed with it as he tries to go back to pass the centerman and Nisamov, and just a real nice move. Once he had control, he got the head up and put it to his backhand. Watch the good second effort. Reaches back, brings that puck into his body, and then opens the goaltender up with the backhand move and then goes 5-0. So good single effort by Val. It gives the Islanders that 1-0 lead.
That was the only goal from the first period. He scored on one of his two shots tonight, played nearly 15 minutes. His 11th goal of the season as the Islanders continue to pick up goals and points from those role players. The third-line center now 11 goals at the All-Star break. And then when you talk about the second period, you have to talk about the penalties. I mean, the Islanders were up 1-0 at the start of the period. They took 3 penalties in the period. 2 of them were overlapping, and all of those sequences led to power play goals against.
Yeah, they really did, and it was one of my keys. And the Blackhawks have had one of the best power plays in the entire National Hockey League over the last little while. And Clutterbuck takes a penalty, okay, that one, but the one Matt Martin takes is not Matt Martin. He's a better player, smarter player than that. He just got carried away a little bit. And the Blackhawks made them pay. I mean, it's a 5-on-3, and Patrick Kane, nobody's better at making decisions about whether to shoot or pass it than him, and they just move it around quickly. And give Strome credit for coming out on his forehand and beating Robin Leonard. And the Blackhawks have got back into a tie, but it didn't take the Islanders long with Matt Barzal in the passing lane, and turns the Jets on and is able to beat Ward with a backhand move, and just barely. It looks like he got by him, but there's very few guys who get a breakaway. You have to have supreme speed, and Barzal just chips it up over the blocker side of Cam Ward. And so the Islanders look good. They're back in lead, but again, they take another penalty, a high-sticking penalty by Filppula, and then Kane, he just has, like I said, has such a knack as to when to pass it, who to pass it to, and Jonathan Toews. So that's the line that we talked about. Those two guys scoring so much for the Blackhawks over the last little while. Well, they did it again to the Islanders, and Islanders ended that period on a 2-2 basis.
Matt Barzal picks up a goal on one of his 3 shots tonight, 14 now on the season, and he is headed to San Jose tomorrow for the All-Star game, and we'll get to the rest of this game in a minute, but I'm excited to see Barzal in the fastest skater competition.
Yeah, I guess if he's in it, then you'll have to take on you-know-who from the Edmonton Oilers, and Barzal, a tremendous skater, but there's some other skills that we might see him in. I asked Josh Bailey actually last year, were you going in the fastest skater? And he said, yeah, okay, Butch, I'll be in on that one. But Barzal certainly is a worthy candidate, and that he'll love that challenge.
He certainly will. All right, no scoring in the third period, no scoring in overtime, some wild chances on both ends, but this game came down to a shootout. Head coaches at home have the opportunity. Do they want to shoot first or do they want to shoot second? When you've got Toews and Kane, first seems to be the right move.
Oh, well, Jonathan Toews, what is he, 47%? So that's a pretty good guy, and as good a percentage as there is in the entire league. He just weaves his way in a quick look, and there's a little shoulder fake. I said, you've got to give the goaltender something to think about, and that's exactly what he does. But Islanders come down, and no real fake. Looked like Josh Bailey just lost the puck a little bit as it rolled on him. Sometimes it does. And then this is the Patrick Kane move. He comes in. He's got the puck going back and forth, and all of a sudden the puck's off his stick, and nobody does it better than him. And Matt Barzal, as soon as he pulled it to his backhand, he was limited to what was going to happen. And Cam Ward read him like an open book. And so the Blackhawks in some ways deserved the game. I thought they played better as the game went on. They had a tremendous second period, and if not for Leonard, there would have been a big problem for the Islanders. But I think when you evaluate this whole big run, I think to finish it off with as many games as the Islanders had in a short period of time, to get a point on the road in Chicago, who a team has played much, much better as of late, I think it's a big point, and I think it can be a satisfying point, Brendan, for the Islanders to take a break now, relax a little bit, enjoy themselves, and not bemoan the fact that they never got anything going in Chicago.
Last 3 games coming into this one, the Islanders had allowed 17 shots, 19 shots, 19 shots. Tonight they allowed 40, so a very different game here tonight. Robin Leonard, though, just as good, 38 out of 40, and he was not beaten on an even strength goal, both goals coming on the power play.
And he made some huge saves. I mean, I remember Brendan Saad coming right down the pipe, late in that second period. So he continues to play well, and again, he's a big goaltender, so he uses his side to his advantage, and he has a good awareness of what's going on, and he's getting help. There's no doubt about it. But look, there's a nice save as he pushes hard right to left. Aggressive save from the goalpost coming out again, not just dropping down, not being lazy. and then strong in around the crease. So all of the areas that he continues to do well, he just never gives up on it. He makes himself as big as a refrigerator or as big as a garage, depends what term you want to use. But I thought he had another solid game tonight.
Our crease coverage is presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. 38 saves for Robin Leonard. You see his record, 15-7-4 on the season. He leads the league in goals against average. He's up among the league leaders in save percentage. And he's just one of the great stories that the Islanders have here at the halfway point. And we're talking about this team at the All-Star break, and yes, they're more than halfway through their schedule, but it's the halfway point. It's the All-Star break. No one expected the Islanders to be where they are, and we're talking about a loss, but let's not overshadow the huge story that is the Islanders in the first half of the season.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, everybody felt that bringing in Barry Trotz was going to turn things around a little bit for the Islanders, and what's happened here has been short of a miracle. I mean, just to go, in my mind, just to go from 31st in goals against to first is just unimaginable. Like, no, you could have made that bet at Vegas and it had been 1,000,000-1. Everybody would have laughed you right out of the casinos. But so this team has really bought into what the coaches have been selling, and I think the key word, and because I've been hearing it since training camp, is accountability. These players, no matter who you talk to, they're all saying, we're holding each other accountable. I won't say they were embarrassed last year. They were certainly upset with the way things went last year for them. That was a long summer. They had to kind of eat crow the entire summer. So they came back ready to listen to whatever coach was going to be selling them. And obviously they brought in a Stanley Cup guy, and maybe that was the best guy they could have brought in, because you get immediate credibility when you bring that cup in. And so far, it's been unbelievably good.